What are refrigerants? Consider a vapor absorption system. Here we can see that water is responsible for absorbing the ammonia and carrying it to generator. And ammonia is responsible for absorbing the heat from the cold body. Similarly, consider a vapor compression system. Here we can see that the ammonia flowing in the system is responsible for absorbing the heat from the cold body. Through both these examples, we can see that in a refrigeration setup there exists a fluid which is responsible for absorbing the heat from the refrigerated space. Such fluid is known as refrigerant. Thus, refrigerant is defined as the heat-carrying medium which absorbs heat either by expansion or vaporization from a low-temperature system and rejects it through condensation to the high-temperature system. Now let's discuss brief history of refrigerants. The earliest known refrigerants are natural ice and a mixture of ice and salt. In the mid-1800s, ethyl ether was used as refrigerant in vapor compression cycles. In the year 1869, changes were made in the system to enable use of ammonia as refrigerant. In the earlier 20th century, sulfur dioxide was introduced as refrigerant, although its tendency to form acid made the component manufacturing very difficult. Nowadays, after such major developments in the field, many new refrigerants including halocarbon compounds, hydrocarbon compounds, etc. are used for air conditioning and refrigeration applications. Before dwelling further into the depth, let's see some basic properties that a refrigerant must possess. It must have low boiling and freezing point. It should have high critical pressure and temperature. It should have high latent heat of vaporization. There are some other important properties which are listed below. Note, the standard comparison of refrigerants as used in refrigeration industry is based on an evaporating temperature of -15 degrees Celsius and a condensing temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. Related terms are